Family coasters are taking over the industry. While in the late 90s and early 2000s, parks were attempting to one-up each other with larger coasters, that era is over. Parks have instead transitioned towards building reliable models that anyone can enjoy, not just seasoned enthusiasts. It seems that we're going to continue seeing more family inverted coasters and more family launch coasters, while seeing less intense woodies and less hypers. This can be frustrating. Why have these parks stopped building true thrill rides? Why are they instead building family coasters? Well, for one, these coasters are a fraction of the cost. Thrill coasters can be very expensive, and especially in an era in which many chains have been struggling, they've been forced to rely on cheaper alternatives. A giga coaster such as Pantherian can cost upwards of $25 million compared to $10 million for a typical family coaster. Pantherian would also encounter numerous difficulties, with some elements needing to be reprofiled due to being too intense for the GP. It's a great ride, however, if you look at what this ride did for the park financially, it didn't have a great impact. Compare this to a coaster such as the recently opened Barracuda Strike. While Barracuda Strike has been criticized for being semi-rough and not a great ride experience, it only costed roughly $9 million. That's almost one-third the price of Pantherian. So when parks need a new attraction, a family coaster is usually much more affordable. Granted, the ride experience is generally worse than something larger, but parks care about attendance and the finances of a park. So even if a family coaster offers a lesser experience than a major thrill ride, it also offers a lesser cost. Especially in an era in which many parks are struggling, a huge thrill coaster is often not the best investment. We've seen an example of this just recently with the closure of Fun Spot Atlanta and Air Force One. While Air Force One was a world-class thrill coaster, it came with a hefty price tag of $13 million, which was simply not viable for a small park such as Fun Spot. If they had built a smaller family coaster, maybe this park wouldn't be shutting down. Additionally, family coasters appeal to everyone. While Pantherian has been adored by enthusiasts for its intense forces, the GP sees a coaster like this and they don't ride it. We saw many reports of blacking out on this ride due to the turn being way too intense. While this was a great experience for enthusiasts, the GP is not able to enjoy this, so what you end up seeing is similar attendance even with a huge investment. Family coasters, on the other hand, can be enjoyed by almost anyone. Not only can most handle these rides, but the lower height requirement makes these rides very accessible for even smaller children. This can be seen in Cheetah Hunt. This coaster is fairly tame for a major thrill ride, and is not incredibly intense. Despite this, or maybe because of this attraction often draws some of the longer queues in its park. Parks choose to build a family coaster, they are creating something that most people can enjoy and ride. These coasters are reliable and can consistently pull long queues. A coaster for everyone will be ridden by almost everyone. Additionally, these coasters attract families. One of the driving factors for profits in the amusement park industry is concessions. When families buy the $10 pretzels and $8 sodas, they're spending a lot of money, and families buy a lot of these overpriced goods. Families spend far more money on amusement parks than the average park goer. A thrill seeker might get a drink, but a family gets far more. The result is families making parks a lot more money than standard guests. So how do you attract more families? Rides orientated towards them. Parents are more likely to take their kids to a park where they know that the kids are going to be able to enjoy the rides and have a great time. Huge giga coasters and inversion machines don't attract families in the same way that a smaller, less intimidating coaster does. So that's what parks build, family coasters. But is it always going to be like this? Are we going to be stuck in a world where almost every new ride is a family coaster? The answer is no. As more of these coasters are built, and more manufacturers resort to building these smaller coasters suited for everyone, fatigue will set in. People are going to get tired of the same repetitive inverts and launch coasters. Parks will see that the demand for these coasters has decreased and will pivot back towards an era in which more extreme coasters become commonplace once more. It may not happen soon, but for every lackluster family invert and repetitive launch coaster, we're getting one step closer towards a more thrill-dominated future. But family coasters are here to stay. The industry has seen great leaps towards better family coasters, with these rides no longer feeling quite as forceless or boring as they once did. Modern Vekoma family launch coasters such as Big Rim Mountain and the upcoming Werewolf Gorge offer great ride experiences. I don't see these coasters disappearing anytime soon, but I do see a future in which this type of ride becomes less dominant. While family coasters are taking over the industry, with parks such as SeaWorld San Antonio choosing these coasters over more thrilling alternatives, this family coaster golden age will not last forever. While these coasters are cheaper and attract all demographics of guests, fatigue will inevitably set in. If you made this far, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more coaster videos. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching.